Welcome to your groundwork level 3 video. I'm Coach Julian, and today we're going to be moving through a sequence that is going to ask a little bit more volume from us. By now, we should be really good at accessing and pressurizing the back chain. And so we're just going to be running through a few different movements that we can explore a little more broadly with those. Our first set of work is going to be a little Tabata sequence with side-to-side rockers, single-side rockers. Our next set is going to be some single side loading variations. And then our third set is going to be some pigeon work, followed up by some full access squinges. So I really recommend you have a nice, soft, inviting ground space to work on. And then maybe something a little bit sturdier that we can grab onto and pull our hips back as we get into those squinges. So once you have those things ready, you can join me on the ground, and we're just gonna get started here. We got side-to-side rockers coming in hot. So I'm gonna start all fours. You might like a support, but the game here is just rocking my hips left and right, bouncing that pressure back and forth. I'm gonna go hands on the ground here. And we're just gonna use this as a little warm up for the hips. Wake everything up. Good morning, hips. Good morning, body. And it's just gonna be 1 minute here, and then we're gonna dial in. I'm gonna start with my left side. I like to start with my left side lately. My left side needs a little bit more attention these days. And that's just the way it is. And I like it that way. I like it the way it is, for real. That's about 1 minute. In about 5 seconds, we're just gonna switch our hips to one side. I'm just gonna choose my left side here, just to bring my hips over. I'm just gonna start rocking into that left side. Super gentle, super easy. Don't have to go too crazy. We're just jumping into it. Just waking up the body. A little bit of that activation on the backside. You can have your feet positioned a number of ways. Turn around to show you. You can have your feet flat. I like putting my non-loading foot on top of my loading foot. You can have your toes tucked. I just want you to notice at no point are my toes going out like this. They kind of stay in, they stay organized. And that's the way, I like it. So I'm just let you know that. I'm just steady rocking into this left hip. And feel free to explore a little bit. I can take it wide. Take it wide. I can take it right back. They could be up here. Isn't like up in this top range of motion. They can be a little bit lower. It's gonna ask us a little bit more if we drop it down lower. And if we drop it down lower and we don't have enough access to the back chain, it's not coming to play as a strong player. This might ask a lot of quad to come in. So let's just be mindful of that. And let's just stay rocking. We got about 20 seconds left on this side here. We're already starting to cook. It's so good. I'm already starting to cook in the sun, for real. It's a great feeling. All right, now let's just take our hips and run it back to the side to side. Run it back to the side to side. We got 1 minute. 1 minute. Just to go back to that space of neutrality between our hips. I'll show it to you from the backside too if you want to see. Just little bounces back and forth. It feels like a gradient of pressure. I'll slow it down. It's like 100% of pressure is right here. And then as it moves over, we're gonna go 50-50 and then 100%. And then we're just gonna keep sharing that pressure. Tossing it back and forth. Just 15 seconds here. Just 15 seconds. Simple stuff. Effective, simple stuff. That's how I like it. That is exactly how I like it. It's time for the right side. I'm gonna take my hips lateral shift. I like taking my feet, kicking them out the opposite way. Getting into my rockers here, 2 minutes. Two minutes here. If the rocking is too much motion for you to stay pressurized in this right glute, I recommend just holding. No motion, just finding the space where this glute activates and holding it, staying with it, exploring it. If and only if you feel confident in that activation back here, introduce a little bit of movement. Just a little bit of movement. I highly suggest, if you're able to get outside, in the grass, in the sunshine, let's get the recodes going outside for sure. For sure. We got just under 1 minute left on this side. And as always, tuning into your breath. Checking in with the breath. How's it doing? Is it full? Is it constricted? Is it tight? Is my voice cracking in the morning? Last one, not so important, but it's fun to ask ourselves. Just pushing that hip back, pushing that hip back. Notice at no point does my hip come out into a thrust. I'm keeping this hip back. Whole range of motion. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. My hips are driving this movement. Big inhales through the nose. Excellent. That's our first block done. Feel free to shake your hips out. My favorite thing to do, if you have access to it, don't bring the hips out like this. Stretch myself. Bring the hips back and down. Bring the hips back and down. Find a place of comfort, of relaxation, of a reset with those hips behind us still. That was some really good work on our right side. We're gonna jump right away back into our left side. 3 minutes of work, and we're just gonna start again with some simple single side rockers. So if you'll join me, I'm in my tabletop position. Take my hips, lateral shift to the left, feet kick out to the right. Stopwatch starts now. And I'm just rocking. We were just here. Ain't nothing changed. Same Julian, same rockers. There's an adorable little bird on the ground over there. Maybe you can hear him. I'll probably change the audio so you can't hear him that much, but he's here for me to enjoy right now. That's what's up. Just finding that same activation, 30 more seconds, just doing regular rockers. Before we pause, hold, then we're gonna elevate our non-loading leg. Get some really powerful single side rotation. Pressurization going on. So just find that rock, find that pressure. 3 seconds, hold it, boom. I'm holding it. I'm taking this non-loading leg, elevating it slightly off the ground. Elevating it slightly off the ground. Just the knee and the toes. I want to feel either my knee, shin, and top of my foot, or knee, shin, and toes tucked. A lot of pressure into the ground. Big pressure in this left hip. When we pull this right hip up, I'm not going out here. I'm taking this right hip and I'm just pulling it up. It might feel like this left hip goes down a little bit. That's perfectly okay. And again, if you need to have a support while you're doing this, please get yourself a support to make this as effective for your body as possible. We just got about 10 more seconds of holding isometrically before we're gonna add a little movement for the last minute on this side of this round. Okay, now with your leg in the air still, we're gonna take this loading glute and we're gonna go cat-cow. All right, so I'm gonna extend and I'm gonna flex. I'm gonna extend, woo, and I'm gonna flex, wow. The intensity turns up. It's just 1 minute of this. So we should have all this pressure on this left glute. Right side is elevated off the ground. And I'm just flossing. It feels like flossing through this motion. Just going, just feeling that glute in all different kinds of spaces. About 15 seconds left. Stay with your breath. Really strong. Press that left side into the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit it back down. That should be some pretty intense work. If you can stay with me throughout that whole 3 minutes, that's a really good sign of a super strong back chain. Now straight away, we're gonna get it into the right side. So just join me here. Single side rockers on the right side. Time starts now. Just gonna move back a little bit. And just single side rockers on that right side. Same dealio. Right side, round 1, that's where we're at. Right side, round 1. A little psychological mind trick you can give to yourself is like, oh, look, I get to rest. My left side's getting to rest. That feels so good, that feels so nice. Meanwhile, that right side's getting deep in it. Right side's getting deep. Sometimes I like to put my hands like kind of far away from me and then just really reach those hips back. You gotta make it your own. You gotta make it whatever feels super good, super appropriate for your body. That might be really high intensity, really fast reps. It could be really slow, really gentle reps. Now, if you're ready with me, let's just find our pressure on our right side. Isometric position, left side, left hip pulls up off the ground. Again, it feels like this left hip comes up, helps that right hip come down a little bit. A little bit of assistance with the hands. If you need more pressure on the hands, feel free to do that. Again, this is about making it yours. This is always about making it yours. Forget about serving the exercise. Forget about destroying your body in service of the exercise. This time we're spending right now is meant to be serving the body with some really important exercise. You got the last 15 seconds here of just holding. Feel free to play around with this non-loading leg. It should be weightless. It should be pretty free. This right side is doing a lot of work for us. And I'm gonna just turn again so you can see. We're gonna go into flexion and extension, cat-cow. Flexion and extension. Left side is still elevated off the ground. Flexion and extension, and just maybe do it super slowly. Big breaths. Super slow. See what your body has to say. Is there any part in that range of cat-cow that feels a little stickier? That feels a little stronger? Oh, nice little movements here, getting some tinglies in the legs. Just exploring the range of that glute. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Such good work. Hips come back and down. Or just rest them out in a little tabletop position. Just something super, super simple. And now if you're ready and you're excited, we're going back into the left side. Round 2. Now we're juiced up. Now we're cooking. Just start that timer real quick. Let's go. Left side. Now we're pros. Now it's easy. Now we know where we're at. We know what we're doing. Breath reminder, breath check. How's our breath? Deep through the nose. Long and relaxed exhale through the nose or mouth. That's how we like it. That's how we like to do it. Sometimes if I have some like longer grass, I really like to like grip it with my hands and just like hold on to it while I like sit those hips back nice and far. We got to make it work for us. And we can get creative with our environment. Get creative with our environment. I'll show you what's up with one of these supports right here. So we're rocking in on the left side, and it's actually time now. We take our right side, hike it up. I'm almost feeling this spot in my back, these primal tunnels, or my lat, little side crunch to pull this hip back and up. And I'm just holding here. I got my hands on the support. I'm looking forward. My spine is nice, long, and tall. That's how I like it. That is how I like it. And you'll find that having your hands on a support is going to help you, maybe one, balance, maybe two, access that glute a little bit quicker, a little bit sooner, a little bit easier. But number three, it's actually gonna be more intense than having our hands on the ground. So we got a little bit less pressure, a little bit less of our body weight on the ground. We're bringing it back onto this part of our body. All right, it's time for flexion and extension. We're going side view. Right leg still elevated. Cat, cow. Extend and tuck. If this movement has to be really small, make it really small. There's so many levels, so many variables to this. These positions that we do, they're just tools. You can use the tool however you like to. It can be really helpful to have a hand on that glute. And then just feeling it activate, feeling it tuck, feeling it extend, creating this sensory, touching, kinesthetic awareness all in this moment. My left glute's shaking. This is fire. Absolutely fire. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wherever you're at, straight to the right side. Rocking on the right side. Just a couple little flies. Taking little bites out of my skin. That's cool. They must need it, dude. They're just out here getting it. I don't know what they are. But that's okay. They might not know what I am. I don't know what I am. How could they? If you know what I'm saying. We're just rocking. We're just rocking 30 seconds. You start rocking long enough, you start having existential ideas with these flies that land on you. It's kind of a beautiful thing. 10 seconds left before we elevate and hold. Simple rocks, 3, 2, and find your pressure on that loading side. Non-loading side comes up. Non-loading side comes up. Again, that should feel like your loading hip drives down into the ground a little bit. It might feel like a small tuck, but we really want to get good at activating this back chain and all the different kind of postures and accessible places that we can. If you really want to spice it up, you can do a little bit of rocks here, but just know what we got coming up in the next round. I would suggest keeping it simple. This next round's gonna be spicy. Next round is gonna be spicy. And just a couple extra cues that I like to have for myself. Checking the time real quick. We got 10 seconds here. Long, tall spine, eyes forward, big breath in through the nose. So let's start bringing in that cat-cow. It's time. Last minute of this round. Sheesh. Last minute of this round. Flex. Extend. Woo. Oh my gosh. It burns so good. And again, it's like, we don't want to be working through red lights, which is like, this is painful. I'm gonna get hurt. We want it to be challenging. It should feel challenging and hard, not painful or hurtful. Got 15 seconds here. Oh my goodness, it's on fire. Oh my goodness, it's on fire. How about that? Beautiful little birdie in the background. Catch it on camera. And that is time. Little bird showed up, told us we were done with that movement. Send the hips back and down. Roll them out a little bit. Do whatever you gotta do that's just gonna refresh your hips after that really good work. Take a moment with the breath. But we wanna keep this momentum that we've created. So our next block of work, we're gonna be doing some pigeon variations. Well, one pigeon variation. Well, two. When you're ready with me, we're gonna get in a left side pigeon tracer. So again, my hips move to the side. I load up on this left side. My non-loading leg extends behind, internal rotation. I wanna make sure I got all my pressure right here before I start doing anything too crazy. If and only if I got all my pressure here, then I can start introducing some little rocking motion. So I'm just gonna set our timer up. And 3, 2, and 1. I got all my pressure on this side here, got my hands forward, and I'm just rocking a little bit. I'm getting my knees synced up and my chest synced up. I just want you to see this from the front. Keep rocking with me. Left knee pointed this way. Non-loading knee internally rotated, pointing that way. Chest opening up this way a little bit. Everything's in sync. Just here for 1 minute. We just got 30 seconds left. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. One other thing I need you to see. The further away my knees get from each other, the harder it's gonna be on my glute. If we do not have superb access to these glutes quite yet, we gotta bring the knees closer together. That's gonna help the back chain stay in charge. It's gonna make sure we're not dumping too much into our quads. Let's go another 10 seconds here. Find that burn, find that good feeling. We're all up in here, tiny little rocks, exploring the range of motion in 3, 2, 1. Whatever version of a pigeon stretch you can have right now, please join me in it. Oh, and we're just gonna melt down into this right now. What a beautiful feeling. You might feel a challenging stretching sensation along the outside here. As long as that's still a green light, I just want you to take deep breath in through the nose, deep into the hips. Big, long exhale. Allow your body to relax into that stretch. It might feel a little uncomfortable. It should be challenging, it should be hard, but it should not hurt or be painful. Another big breath in through the nose with me. And relaxing into that hip. Whatever adjustments you need to. If you need to be up for this, that's fine. If you need to be down, that's fine. And we're slowly, gently, carefully gonna come out of that. Really good. Let's get on that right side. Same thing here. I find my single side rocker on the right side, lots of pressure loaded up here. Left side reaches back, internally rotates, toe pointing in, heel pointing away. None of this. Show you from the back. None of this. All of this. You see what I'm saying? Lovely. Boom. Out the back, loaded up on the right side. About to get 1 minute on the clock. 3, 2, and 1. Left leg is hovering. Just little tiny tracers, little tiny rocks. Careful not to like dump your whole body into this hip, which feels like this hip pulls way up and your other hip pulls way down. Try bringing this hip down a little bit, having the hips almost relatively level, and just introducing a twist, a slight twist of the chest, slight twist of that internally rotated, not loading leg. This one I'm shaking here. And we're just rocking here 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute of rocking. We should be pros at that right now. It's nothing crazy. We've done it before. Let's go like last 10 seconds here, just finding some really good activation. And just finishing up the last little bit of these pigeon tracers. And if you'll join me, I'm just gonna sink down into my pigeon stretch. Just relaxing into it. Deep, slow breath in through the nose, into the hips, into this space where we're feeling the stretch. Long, slow exhale. Keep moving with these long, slow breaths. And while you do, take the opportunity to notice, where else am I holding tension? If this stretch is really intense for us, we might even find ourselves holding tension in our traps, holding tension in our neck, in our arms, and our hands. See if we can give ourselves the permission to let that go a little bit as we exhale and just relax into the sensation. Relax into the sensation. And as always, whatever you need, if you need to be a little bit higher up, if you want a yoga block underneath, it doesn't matter how this looks. It doesn't matter if you look like me or if you look like somebody else. We need this position to be the best for your body right now. That's the win. That is winning. It's not the outcome. It's about having a beautiful, healthy, purposeful experience right now. Let's slowly untangle ourselves out of that position, nice and gently. And I'm just gonna move over to my item. My item can be a banister, it can be a friend, it can be a door handle, it could be a very heavy table. Like, don't grab something that's gonna fall over. Grab something that you know you can hold on to, whee, and drop it back and like lean really far back and it can hold on for you, okay? So we're gonna get into some squinges. The most important thing about these squinges, two things. Number one, none of this. We're not going duck foot, whee, back into our squat. No, we got our feet straight ahead, however wide or narrow, feel good. And then we're going back and down. We're going back and down, and then we're going back and up. And I just want you to see a little bit of this relationship with what my knee does as I go into the squat, okay? So I'm dropping my hips back and down. Notice my knees open up to like where my hands are pointing. They open up wide. As I come back and up, move my head so you can see it in the sun. Shoot! Everything rolls to the inside. Everything goes from squat to hinge. So we're just gonna play with that to the best that we know how. But most of all for the squinge, let's just run through this range of motion, scrubbing open and close in our hips and just having fun with it. Simple, dimple, okay? So I'm just gonna get in my hinge, my feet are planted. I might wanna be ripping the ground apart a little bit if I find my ankles are collapsing to the inside. Rip that ground apart, bring everything to the outside. Hips travel back and up. I'm in my hinge, everything rolled in a little bit, I'm holding on. Hips go back, 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 back and down, back and down. Use your support. Woo, all the way to our deepest squat. If that's up here, that's fine. We have to honor our body. I can drop it down here, but that doesn't mean anything for anybody else, right? If we want to play around here, we can play around here, but watch what happens. My knees aren't driving forward. This is driven by my hips going back and down. in like a crescent moon shape. Okay, watch. Back and down, back and down, back and down. Down to my deep squat. Even in my deep squat, we don't have that much ankle flexion going on when we have really good access. When we have a lot of length along this backside here, we don't need to be flexed up at the ankles. Now watch where my hips go on the way up. Back, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Deep hinge here. You might want to stay around in one part of this range. It might feel really good for you to hang out like midway here. Find that activation in the glutes. It might feel really good to be down here. Open up the hips. Oh my goodness. Whatever you need today, right now. Hips move up and back, deepest hinge. Wow, that feels amazing. It does. It's so simple. Just so simple. Even just doing a squinge sometimes. Sometimes that's my whole recode. Just squinge. 2 hours of squinge. I'm just playing. That would go crazy. I wonder what 2 hours of squinge would do. There's probably not like a squinge world record yet, so there's like a lot on the table right now. A lot of accolades to be gained. Everyone's just freestyling right now. We're pretty much at the end of the recode. We're just having some fun with it. Find whatever movements feel really good for your body. Beep boop. And use your environment. Get creative with your environment. Whatever your body needs to feel super good. I feel super good. Well, I want to thank you for a number of things. Number one, for showing up for your body, for spending some intentional, slow moving time to give your body something that feels really good, and to giving your best attention and care towards your body to make it work for you. Please remember, don't serve the exercises while we're doing this. Let the exercises serve you. Adjust them as you need them adjusted, or reach out and ask for help. This has been your Groundwork Level 3 Recode with Coach Julian. Thank you for spending time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.